A court in Egypt has ordered the conditional release of two Al Jazeera journalists who spent 411 days in prison. Mohamed Fahmy and Bahar Mohammed are facing retrial in a case that's outraged millions around the world. Fahmy was ordered release on bail of nearly $33,000, while Mohammed was ordered released on his own recognizance and is not allowed to leave Egypt. However, both men are still in custody until the paperwork clears. Their next hearing is set for February 23rd. Fahmy and Mohammed are accused of supporting the banned Muslim Brotherhood. Another Al Jazeera reporter who served jail time with them was released 2 weeks ago. We're joined on the phone now by Adel Fahmy, the brother of Mohamed Fahmy. Thanks so much for talking with us. I hope this is good news, but you've paid the bail and your brother's still behind bars. What's the problem?
Well, it is great news. We're all very ecstatic. But I've been running around between different offices and ministries here to try to finish the paperwork. And it's the weekend tomorrow, so it's probably going to be a Saturday release. That's what we're hearing for both Bahar and my brother Fahmy. And, as excited as we are, we still know that there's another hearing that's going to be happening on almost in a week's time. But we're excited to be back with him. And his lawyers are trying to figure out what sort of conditions. We're hearing he might have to go and sign every week at a police station. It's sort of a probation, it's not specifically probation, but, we're trying to understand what it really means.
Now, we are looking at some of the pictures from the day in court. It was an extraordinary court hearing. Your brother, we see very clearly, is clutching an Egyptian flag. What was happening?
Well, my brother has been almost tormented because he had to drop his Egyptian citizenship to benefit from a deportation decree issued by the president, which allows citizens to be deported and to their countries. And that's what happened with his colleague, Peter Greste. What he was trying to show the judge is that he is patriotic. He's not a traitor, like the media has been labeling him locally here, some of the media at least. And he explained to the judge that he never requested that he drop his citizenship. He was visited by high-profile security authorities that asked him to drop the citizenship and told him that's the only way to get rid of you and Peter, because this case has become a nightmare for Egypt. And he went through with the request, but suddenly we found his name on the trial charge sheet, and Peter was released while my brother wasn't.
That deal fell through, so I'm almost afraid about what the next 24 or 36 or 72 hours are going to bring. You're confident this time the deal will stick?
Well, our lawyer, Emil Clooney, has been speaking to the Canadian ambassador to try to get some answers. Our Egyptian lawyers are trying to figure out what is going on exactly, what sort of conditions. And we're still asking the Canadian government to apply as much pressure. We have friends in Canada that started a campaign called Harper Call Egypt, demanding or requesting that the Canadian Prime Minister calls President Sisi directly and asks that Fahmy benefit from this deportation decree and be put on a flight to Canada. And that is what we're hoping for. And we understand the Canadian government has issued a statement today saying, that they welcome the bail, but they want to see more happening. Well, we as a family want to see the Canadian government putting more effort. Tony Abbott, the Prime Minister of Australia, called President Sisi 3 times for the release of Peter on the phone. No use of faxes or emails or anything like that, because due to the urgency of the situation, So we hope the Canadian Prime Minister can do that for us too.
Adel Fahmy, brother of Mohamed Fahmy, one of 2 Al Jazeera journalists who have been granted conditional release and are now waiting for their freedom after more than 400 days behind bars. Thanks so much for this. Still to come.